Welcome to Tech Topics brought to you by Cybervenger. We help keep small businesses stay protected and compliant with cutting-edge cybersecurity and IT solutions.
Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Andy. I'm the managing consultant for Cybervenger. Today we're doing another deep dive into the 110 controls of the NIST 800-171 standard. This is a standard that applies to pretty much everyone doing business, at least with the Department of Defense, but really even other federal departments as well. We have an entire video that details what this is all about, so if you don't know what it is, you might want to check that out, and if you do, keep on listening. Today's control is 3.4.4, which if we look down here at our list, it says analyze the security impact of changes prior to implementation. Now, one of the previous controls we had said that we need to track all the changes, and I suggested that you use a conventional help desk software, but you have some kind of ticket type that flags as a change. One of the steps in the process, in the business workflow that you have of creating tickets could be to include an approval process for significant changes. And you may have tickets of type change that require an approval, management approval, whatever. But there should also be, according to this NIST requirement, there should be an approval process that includes review by security-trained personnel. People who can look at the security change or the network change and consider the ramifications from a security standpoint. Let's say you want to change a firewall to allow access to some web app on a new server. If that server's in the DMZ, that's great, but what if that application needs to talk to an SQL backend? Well, maybe that SQL server that's behind, not in the DMZ, that's in the main network, maybe that one needs to be better secured. Maybe that there's a security implication that needs to be reviewed. And a normal engineer might not stop to think about that sort of thing. Or perhaps you've got data that can be stored, you're moving data out of your network and putting it into the cloud. And now you need to think about, well, what cloud partner do we have? Do they have appropriate controls? Do they have appropriate privacy policies for the data that's going there? What kind of data is this? You need somebody or a team of somebodies that can interpret and understand what you would classify that data as, what possible security breaches or security implications or new attack surfaces open up, what are the things that need to be done, what documentation needs to be updated, that kind of thing. They should all get the chance to review these types of tickets before approving them, before it goes on to be scheduled to be done. That may seem like common sense, so we should have people look at that are security-minded, but that's not always going to happen automatically. You need to spell it out, and that's what the control here does. It spells out that you need to have in your workflow, in your ticket processing, in your change management, some mechanism by which trained security eyes are going to think about the security implications of what changes that you're doing. And that could be, anything that you're doing could have a security a security ramification. But you got to differentiate that too, because you have something simple like a user password change. Let's say somebody in the accounting department, they're getting an employee transfer them over from the sales department for whatever reason. Person in sales got their accounting degree and now they're moving into accounting. Well, they're going to need access changes to the account. They need to be able to access all the accounting software and stuff like that for the clients or whatever their duties are doing. And then someone needs to add them to that and delete them from the sales process. It's important to make sure you clean up and don't give them extra rights. You can get rights creep sometimes with users. You want to make sure that as they move from department to department, it's especially true in large organizations, but even smaller ones, that you subtract rights that they don't need anymore. So oftentimes you can't do that right away. Sometimes a lateral hire will continue to do a little bit of their own duties to help out as they bring in and cross-train, so they need access to both for a period of time. Ticket should call that out, and there should be a process to go back. Maybe a new ticket is created with a start date of when their old rights are supposed to expire. That sort of thing. But those kind of changes are day-to-day changes. You don't need a security professional to evaluate that. You just need people to follow the right controls. So it's a little bit arbitrary as to where you would have this. Obviously, anything that deals with the infrastructure itself would probably involve more trained eyes. You want to add a new building to your network and you want to create a VPN between the two or something like that, or add a new VLAN or change the firewall rules. That probably revolves around a larger set of management approvals and maybe a whole project process that gets in there as well. But if it's just simple day-to-day stuff that you're already doing, it's just a different security change, then standard documentation, standard change tracking procedures should be fine. You probably don't need this particular approval process. I don't think you need it. And I don't think they want you to do that for every little nitty-gritty thing. They just want to make sure that you're thinking about the ramifications of what you're doing. So that's all I got for this week, for this time. That's Control 3.4.4. We look forward to seeing you in the other ones.
Thanks for watching. We hope this video has provided valuable information to you. Be sure to share this video with other small business owners to spread the word about the importance of cybersecurity. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos like this. If you want more information about cybersecurity, visit us at www.cybervenger.com.